Have you ever stopped to think about the challenges we face in life? The ones that just feel completely impossible to get past?
Well, today we're going to dig into that very idea with a simple, powerful story. So let's just put the main question out there right from the start. Do our struggles actually stop us, or are they the very things that make us who we are?
To get to the bottom of that, our story starts in a quiet, sprawling desert where a very simple destiny was just waiting to unfold.
Okay, so picture this. Buried under the warm sand are 3 little date seeds. They all started in the exact same spot with the same simple goal: reach for the sun and grow into a big, strong tree. A level playing field, you'd think, right? But for one of those seeds, an obstacle appeared that would change its path forever. An obstacle that didn't just seem difficult, it seemed, well, impossible. And right away, you can see their journeys split into 2 totally different paths. For the first 2 seeds, it was easy. They sprouted and shot right up toward the sunlight. No problem. But our third seed, it was completely pinned down, its path totally blocked by this massive, unmovable stone. And you know what made it even worse? The other seeds, the ones already breaking through the surface, they looked down and they didn't offer any help. They just offered despair. They told it, "You can never become a tree. This stone has stopped you. You should just give up." So there it was, all alone, trapped and losing all hope. But this is the turning point of the whole story. Because when the way up is blocked, when that external path is just impossible, the only direction left to go is inward. Just when the seed was about to give up for good, the desert soil itself kind of whispered a piece of advice. It said, "Don't give up. If you can't grow upward, then spread your roots deep, deep into the earth." And this is where the seed completely changed its whole game plan. It went from feeling total despair to taking action. It took that advice and just poured every ounce of its energy not into fighting the stone, but into growing its roots, pushing them deeper and deeper into the dark, unseen soil. And this is just a perfect picture of the power of that internal work, isn't it? Because by growing so deep, the roots finally found what they were looking for: a hidden source of water. And suddenly, the seed wasn't just surviving anymore, it was thriving, fueled by double the energy and anchored by a strength it had earned all on its own. But hold on, the journey wasn't over yet. The real test of strength isn't just about how you grow. It's about what you can withstand when things get really tough. So now, filled with all this new power, the seed made one last incredible push. It didn't try to move the stone. It knew that was impossible. Instead, it used all its strength to find a way around it, finally breaking through to the surface and growing into this magnificent, powerful tree. But the story doesn't stop there. Oh no. Sometime later, this furious storm just tore across the desert. The winds howled. And the other trees, the ones that had it so easy, the ones with shallow roots, they were snapped and broken. They just fell to the ground. But our tree, the one that had to struggle, its deep, powerful roots, the ones forged under that stone, they held it firm. The storm raged on, but that tree, it stood completely unshaken. It turns out the easy path led to weakness, but the hard path, that led to real strength. And this right here, this is the core lesson of the whole story. It's a huge shift in how you look at things. The obstacle, that giant stone, it wasn't in the way of the seed's growth. The stone was the way. You could call this the preparation principle. That time in your life that feels like a frustrating delay or an impossible struggle, a lot of the time it's actually a period of deep, unseen preparation. The time you spend building your roots is exactly what lets you stand firm when the storms of life show up. And they always show up. So, what's the big takeaway from this story? It's that problems aren't there to destroy us, they're there to prepare us. It's that when the path up is blocked, the way forward is to grow deeper. The very thing that you see as your biggest problem today could be the exact reason you end up building roots strong enough to handle any storm tomorrow.
And so that leaves us with one last question. A question for you. What is the stone in your life right now? The thing that seems to be blocking your path? And more importantly, how can you use it not as an excuse to give up, but as an opportunity to grow your roots deeper and ultimately to become stronger? Remember, the obstacle is the way.